So we're waiting for the men's single final to get on court here in the Key Centre in Sydney Olympic Park. Here's how it happened so far. And as you can see, Anthony Ginting, the highest seed, one place higher than his fellow countryman Jonatan CHRISTIE. Here's the HSBC race to Guangzhou standings. Jonatan CHRISTIE currently the higher ranked of the two. He will pass Kento Momota after this tournament, no matter whether he wins or loses, and Anthony Ginting will move to either 4th or 5th spot, depending on whether he wins or loses today's final. Here is the men's singles draw. Both players played opposition from Chinese Taipei yesterday, and Jonatan CHRISTIE had to work a little harder than Ginting. It was a real good atmosphere in the spectator stands yesterday, and I'm a little curious as to whom the Indonesian supporters are going to cheer for. I guess they'll cheer for them both. Here is the Asian Games gold medalist, Jonatan CHRISTIE from Indonesia. And followed by Anthony Ginting, the winner of China Super 1000 tournament last year. Played really well in the Asian Games as well. Secured the bronze medal. Beat Kento Momota on that occasion on home soil in Jakarta. It's the second time the two friends play each other in a big final. The first time was in 2017 in Hong Kong. That's not true, that was in Korea. But the last meeting was in Hong Kong. Jonatan CHRISTIE won that last meeting, but the final in Korea in 2017 was won by Anthony Ginting.
Johnson, do you like to call I have red or black? Black. Black? Side? This side?
And Anthony Ginting won the coin toss and chose to stay on the near side of the court in the first game, so he's playing up against the drift. Susan Taylor, our umpire, who conducted the coin toss. Both players have been in one final earlier this year, so this is their second final appearance, of course. Jonatan CHRISTIE is coming straight off a victory in New Zealand Super 300. Beat Kalong in that final. And here is his profile, currently ranked 8 in the world. That's his highest ranking so far. Born in Jakarta. This is road to the final. I feel that he's had a little bit tougher road to the final than Ginting. First round defeated the defending champion here in Sydney, Lu Guangzhou, and in the tricky qualifier Senton Bonsuk in second round. The legend Lin Dan in the quarterfinal. Huge battle on the spectator stands there. Here's Anthony Ginting. He's one place higher ranked than his opponent. He's from Cimahi in West Java, west of Bandung. 22 years of age. 1 year the senior of his opponent. He was stretched in all 3 games against Heo Kwang-hee in the first round. And 2-game victory against Sai Praneeth, and Tommy Sugiarto, his fellow countryman, had to retire in the quarterfinal after losing the first game, and then yesterday fairly convincing victory against Wang Tzu-wei from Chinese Taipei. Here's our service judge, Boriana Stoinova from Bulgaria. Ginting, he's been very up and down this year. He was the runner-up in Singapore, lost a great final to Kento Momota. That happens once in a while, that you lose to Momota. Then he was in the semi of the Swiss Open, lost to Shi Yuqi. That also can happen, but he's had 3 first-round losses in All England, Malaysia 750, and the Badminton Asia Championships. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
not really sure what to expect
on
from
my right, Anthony Sinisuka
Ginting here.
Ginting, Indonesia. And on my left, Jonatan CHRISTIE, Indonesia. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting to serve. Love all. Play.
Drop shot from Jonatan CHRISTIE sets him up for the first point.
Love.
Sometimes we see when players that practice together, when they play each other in tournaments, the matches become very tactical and not necessarily the best display of badminton, but that Korean Open final in 2017, that was highly entertaining.
Love.
Ginting played the majority of the matches for Indonesia at the recent Sudirman Cup. Jonatan CHRISTIE only played once against Chinese Taipei, where he lost to Zhou Qingqian. He got his revenge yesterday and off to a good start here. Playing with the drift in the first game. It's gone wide. My thoughts were that the selection in the Sudirman Cup sort of indicated that the Indonesian team management regarded Ginting as being in best shape at the moment, but that's of course against international opposition. It could be a totally different case when you play your practice partner. Excellent smash from Ginting.
6 love.
That was not Ginting, that was the commentator not paying attention. Of course it was Jonatan CHRISTIE rushing off the starting blocks. And the run on points comes to an end as Ginting scores his first on that smash gone wide by Jonatan CHRISTIE.
6.
Who to me seems more agile today than he looked yesterday in the beginning of the match against Cho Tan Chen. Excellent net game by Ginting.
2-6.
In my opinion, one of the very best players at the net on the tour. Good placement.
Service over. 7-2.
Well played there.
Service
Ginting.
over. 3-7.
Meeting that one early, set it all up. That one.
Four, 7.
That was actually a poor shot. Was nowhere near coming over. Difficult to see from any normal angle, so great to get these pictures from the net cam. Good on the back line. Great smash by CHRISTIE.
4. Service over. 5-9.
placement again. Very, very close to the line there in the backhand of Anthony Ginting.
10-5.
Had some dangerous smashes yesterday against Cho as well. Good variation on his attack, Jonatan CHRISTIE.
Service over. Six, 10.
Stays on Ginting's side, and Jonatan CHRISTIE takes a 5-point lead here at the mid-game interval. 11-6.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
No coaching, of course, as it's two players who normally practices together.
Does it need mop? Could we please mop over here?
Ginting asking to get the mopper on.
Thank you.
Apparently get some
11-6.
feathers away.
Play.
And CHRISTIE with the advantage in controlling the
Service
drift
over.
nicely in the first game.
7-11.
Well placed attacks on Ginting.
Eight, 11. Service over. 12-8.
Easy mistake there. First time we really heard the Indonesian spectators. It is a little bit awkward when it's same nation players that play each other. Excellent attack, putting a lot of pressure on the backhand of Anthony Ginting.
13-8.
Jonatan CHRISTIE. Also not the same celebration of 1 point as we see in matches against opponents from
14-8.
all the nations. These two players, they know that probably not tomorrow, but Tuesday they're gonna see each other back in practice. Good deception. Oh, fantastic touch. You can see how he almost guides the shuttle over. Anthony Ginting.
Service over. 9-14.
He lifted, deliberately lifted a little bit, so in order to stop it closer to the net. What's the highest point of the trajectory to be on his underside, on his own side of the court.
In this way. Yeah, around there. Thank you.
Good drop shot. So efficient yesterday against Jonatan.
Okay. Service over. 15-9.
Service error.
Service over. 10-15.
Great placement again. He's really hit his long line smash as well.
Service over.
Jonatan CHRISTIE.
16-10.
Wow. This time it's called wide.
Service over. 11-16. Service over. 17-11.
It's been in full control so far here in the first game, Jonatan CHRISTIE, and given that it was Ginting who chose side and chose to play this near side in the first game, he must be planning on launching an attack in the second. I would suspect. This has gone long. Missed opportunity for Jonatan CHRISTIE. He anticipated the shot of his opponent.
17.
Been a little too many mistakes in Anthony Ginting's game here in the first game of the final. It's gone wide.
Service over. 13-18.
Second service error from CHRISTIE. Had one from the left field where he tried to serve out towards the sideline as well, but that ended up in the net. Long. little indication of the drift here in the key center.
14-18.
Can hold up to 4,500 spectators. During the 2000 Olympics, it hosted the table tennis competition as well as the taekwondo tournaments. Misjudgment by Jonatan CHRISTIE there, and suddenly Ginting is within striking distance.
15-18.
He could easily have played that one. Oh. That's it. What a fantastic rally. That's well played by Anthony Ginting, and the audience is awake here in the key center. There's an Indonesian group of fans just to the right of where I'm sitting, and they've decided that they're going to have a party no matter who wins, because Indonesia is definitely going to win this final here. There's more Indonesian interest to come, of course, in the mixed doubles final, where Jordan and Octavianti is up against the top seeds Wang and Huang.
16-18.
Important for CHRISTIE to
Service over.
stop the run of points for
19-16.
for Ginting. Behind the back save. A fantastic one it was. It won't be denied, Jonatan CHRISTIE. Normally the behind the back saves are a little bit
20,
difficult to control, but
16.
CHRISTIE, Ginting, sorry, had the perfect touch on it, but doesn't prevent Jonatan CHRISTIE from having game points. 4 of them to be precise.
Service over. 17-20.
Gone wide, and first game to Jonatan CHRISTIE.
Game won by Jonatan CHRISTIE, 21-17.
Ginting almost staged the comeback, but after 22 minutes of play, Jonatan CHRISTIE takes the first game 21-17.
Anthony. Anthony.
So ready for the second game of the men's singles final here in Crown Group Australia Open. Jonatan Christie with the advantage, one game up. Exactly as expected, a much more attacking
service over.
Ginting
1-love
from the go here in the second game. That's at least what I would expect, that tries to raise the pace of the game here and exploit that he plays with the drift. Lucky net caught.
Love.
But I guess if you're Ginting, that's just standard. He is an amazing net player, got a great touch at the net.
Service over. 1-2.
I don't know if that touch comes from the SGGS club in Bandung. That's the same club as Taufik Hidayat came from. He definitely had fantastic touch around the net.
Service over. 3-1.
It's actually interesting. One of my colleagues, Morten Frost, he himself had a reasonably good net game when he was in his playing days, and he grew up in a small town in Denmark where the hall had a very low roof, so it was very difficult to clear the shot when you had played a good net shot. Give you a great advantage. Well done by Jonatan Christie.
All. Four, three.
Excellent flick serve from Jonatan Christie, landed on the line.
5-3.
He was ready for it. So Ginting trying to inject pace into the rally from the service return,
6-3.
Jonatan Christie, of course, knows his opponent better than most of the other players on the World Tour. So he was definitely ready. He's getting counter-attacked at the moment, Anthony Ginting. Great defense from Christie, and not so good follow-up shot from Ginting, and that gets punished. Good defense. Defending his body. Only thing he can do. If it's anywhere else, he won't get to it anyway.
There, yeah, just back a bit, back a bit. Thank you.
Yeah. Good job by
Service
Susan
over.
Taylor getting Ginting to
4,
show the mob up
7.
where the sweat is on the court.
Service over.
Strange shot there where it seems like the shuttle just fell off his racket.
Oh. Service over. 5, 8. Six, 8. Seven, 8.
Couple of easy mistakes from Jonatan CHRISTIE. 3 of them.
8.
And suddenly it's all square here in the second game. Oi. I'm controlling the net, says Ginting. If you're playing back at me, I'm playing back at you. Beautiful smash to finish it all off.
9, 8.
Five straight points for Ginting. Comes to an end here, but important because at 8-4 it really looked like he was about to get left behind in this second game. Now very much in it.
Service over. 10, 9.
Good smash.
9, interval.
Good angle by Ginting, who takes 7 of the last 8 points in the first part of second game. 2-point lead as we reach the mid-game interval.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 11-9. Play.
So can he continue, Anthony Ginting, and force a decider in this men's singles final? That's brilliant play. Injecting pace into the rally.
12-9.
Misjudgment by Jonatan CHRISTIE, according to the linesman, not according to Jonatan CHRISTIE. He's challenging that call. He felt it was long. Waiting for Hawkeye to make the decision. Clip the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 13-9. Play.
It's really turned this second game around. Anthony Ginting, 10 of the last 11 points for the second seed. That's also found the line, and another challenge from CHRISTIE. I think he's got a chance of being more successful with this one here, even though to me it looked like it was in, but it's very difficult to judge these cross smashes. Yeah, he was right. Good challenge by Jonatan CHRISTIE.
Correction. Out. Service over. 10-14. Play.
Gone long. And that's the difficulty of playing the far side of the court. If you're not playing downwards,
11-14.
then you've got to be a little bit careful playing that back line. Total mishit by Ginting, second of the match, and probably due to that little bit of drift there is alongside the court. In. See it on the face of Jonatan CHRISTIE that he'd misjudged that one. And right now, momentum with Anthony Ginting. He's changed the pace of his game, and if he can steal this, if he can win this second game, There's a good chance we'll see a really, really good decider. Oh, that's a great shot. Good retrieval. Fantastic rally by both players. Longest rally so far, 43 shots, and finished by this beautiful placement of a smash by Jonatan Ginting. Making it a 4-point cushion here towards the end of the second game. Knows he's got to play a good deception on that one, Jonatan CHRISTIE. Otherwise, Ginting is going to be there, trying to take advantage of his touch on the net. Good shot.
Service over. 13-17.
Playing with confidence now, Jonatan Ginting. It all started out there at 4-8 down, where there was a couple of easy mistakes from Jonatan CHRISTIE. I think that started the comeback of Ginting. Great control, plays it really, really high, and hopes by that to be able to control the drift, and indeed he succeeded. Fantastic defense, and you can see that Jonatan CHRISTIE, he's let this game go.
20, game point, 13.
Focusing in on the deciding game. And then the first match point out of first game point out of 7 needed for Jonatan Ginting.
21-13.
After 42 minutes of play, it's 1 game all as he takes the second game 21-13.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
20 seconds called by umpire Susan Taylor. Players getting ready to the third and final game here in the men's singles final of the Crown Group Australian Open.
Final game. Love all. Play.
Good placement. I could follow that smash here from my position. It was straight down the line from Anthony Ginting, and I can tell you I expect to see the best game of this men's singles final now here in the third game. Both players know that they have to do well on this near side of the court. They cannot be content and waiting for them to in terms of Ginting waiting for the change of sides, and when that has happened, then Jonatan knows that it's not going to get better in terms of sides. He's going to have to play this near side of the court for the remainder of the game. So I expect to see both Jonatan CHRISTIE and Anthony Ginting go all out here in the third game. Judgments by CHRISTIE.
1, 2.
Yeah, was out. We see a much more focused Ginting now in the third game than we saw in the first game when he played the same near side of the court. And since
Service over. 3, 1.
the advantage is with Ginting at the moment. And some might ask why is he not coming out from the go in playing in that pace. And I guess the explanation is that even if he does, there's still a reasonably high chance that he's going to lose the first game anyway, and then spend too much energy on it as he misses a opportunity here.
Service over. 2, 3.
Here in the third game, he only plays the near side for half a game, and doesn't necessarily have to win that first half part of the game. It's nice if he does, but 11-10 or 11-9 down is also something that he can work with. But good fight back here from Jonatan CHRISTIE, of course trying to
3-all.
set himself up in as good a position as possible for the change of ends. Probably needs a little bit of cushion. Ooh, that could be costly.
Service over. 4,
Service error from
3.
Jonatan CHRISTIE. Great injection of pace.
5-3.
Uses his speed perfectly. Both players, of course, incredibly fast on their feet, but Ginting able to make these change of pace even more efficient than Jonatan CHRISTIE.
Service over. 4-5.
Excellent net play from CHRISTIE.
5-all.
So many deceptions on the net game of Anthony Ginting. Excellent, what a good rally that was. Actually from both players, with these little wiggles with the racket head when he plays the net, and that shot there. And then here again,
5.
very, very difficult to read for any opponent, and today it's Jonatan CHRISTIE who has the chance. He missed that one. He was trying to take it real early.
6-all.
It's going wide.
7-6.
Excellent play by Jonatan CHRISTIE. Fantastic defense early on in the rally, and really going for the kill there at the net. Lots of mind games going on here. Of course, CHRISTIE knows that Ginting likes to play the net. He missed an opportunity there only a couple of rallies ago, so there was a chance that he was going to be a little bit more cautious than normal.
Anthony. Service over. 7-8. 8-all.
Ginting now close to the score here in the first part of third game that, in my opinion, would make him the favorite to win the match. I think 9 points here would make him the favorite. Excellent rally by Jonatan CHRISTIE.
Service over, 9-8.
If he can switch ends 11-8 up, Jonatan CHRISTIE, then there's a lot of psychological pressure on the Ginting in the first couple of rallies. That will give him a good chance, in my opinion. Yeah, well played. Good placement. I don't think he hit that with all his power. I think he went more for placement than power, and I think that's the right thing to do against Ginting.
On court. Ten, 8.
Oi, what a big miss. He went all out there, Anthony Ginting.
Change ends.
But in the middle of the net, and it's Jonatan CHRISTIE with a 3-point advantage here at the mid-game interval. In the third and decisive game, 11-8 up.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
So, very exciting situation here in the men's singles.
11-8.
Jonatan CHRISTIE 3 points ahead, but playing the presumably worse side of the court. Next rallies are going to be crucial. Excellent placement. The first smash, you can see CHRISTIE is not in a correct position. He doesn't go for placement because it's too dangerous, so he just keeps it downwards. But in the second, he's in much better position, and then he can go for the placement. And now he's created a real good cushion here, taking the first 2 points after the interval, and that was exactly the situation that Ginting had to be aware of. Trying to remove some of the court. Ginting definitely wants a little break here. And now there's a lot of pressure on the man in all black. Got to score points now. But he doesn't. Excellent play by Christie.
14-8.
Six straight points from 8 all scored by Jonatan Christie. That could be the decisive move. Yeah. 7 straight points.
15-8.
Frustrated look on Ginting after that one. Found the line, and the run of 7 straight points comes to an end for Jonatan Christie.
Service over.
There's a good chance that it has been enough to secure him his second consecutive title. He won the last World Tour tournament in Auckland, New Zealand. That's going wide. That was definitely not what he needed at the moment, Anthony Ginting.
16-9.
Wow, wide as well, and no challenge from Ginting.
9.
Must have been much more clear from court level than it was from up here. I think it was wide, but I definitely would have challenged. He needed a challenge. Oh, hey. What a terrible drop by Jonatan Christie. Total mishit, I think.
Service over.
But you've got to be willing to accept
17.
shots like that. I mean, the margin is so small, so if you hit it just a little bit off, then the mistake will look ridiculously big on the court. There's so little margin between error and success.
11-17. Anthony, that's the shuttle. Play on.
Two quick mistakes from Jonatan Christie, and think back on when he was leading 8-4 in the second game. He lost a whole host of points, and this was 3 quick points to Ginting, who has gotten some kind of hope back. That's well played, good attack. He's had a couple of mishits in these situations earlier on in the match, so
13,
strong play to kill it. And that's 4 consecutive points for Ginting. Going wide as well.
14-17.
Outside the picture, Jonatan Christie is jumping up and down, trying to loosen up his legs a little bit. This is an important point. Good defense. Oi, he misses the defense. Anthony Ginting, he had the good fortune of the net court very early in this rally. Perhaps it just clipped the top of the tape and changed the direction a little bit, got deflected. That was a really, really important point.
Service over. (18-14).
There's been a little too many of those errors throughout the match from Ginting.
14.
This should calm Christie down. The 5-point advantage here. That's well placed, and set himself up with 6 championship points.
20.
Jonatan Christie.
Match point 14.
And there it is. Jonatan Christie comes through in 3 games, wins his 2nd consecutive title as he defeats fellow countryman and sparring partner Anthony Ginting. The 8 straight points from 8-all in the decider proved to be decisive. Here is confirmation of the score. Jonatan Christie takes the title 21-17, 13-21, 21-14.
Match won by Jonatan Christie. 21-17.
We got the
13-21.
third set we hoped for, where both players went all out to get the victory. Satisfied Indonesian spectators, of course. First and second place for their home nation. So, confidence booster for Jonatan Christie to take 2nd consecutive Super 300 title. Won the New Zealand Open in the end of April. And now he's also taking the Australian Open. So with pictures of the trophies here, let's go down courtside to our Master of Ceremonies for the prize presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal for the runner-up will be presented by Mr. Hero Sabolo, Indonesia Consul General. Our men's single runner-up, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal for the winner will be presented by Mr. Paul Sadio, CEO of the Crown Group. The Crown Group Australian Badminton Open winner and 2019 men's single champion. Please welcome Jonatan CHRISTIE from Indonesia.
What a nice gesture by Jonatan CHRISTIE to share the trophy with fellow countryman Anthony Ginting, and with the performance here in this tournament, they've definitely set themselves up amongst the favourites for the upcoming Indonesia Open in mid-July. Next up here is coming our last final of the day, the mixed doubles with more Indonesian interest. That's Praveen Jordan, Melati Oktavianti taking on the top seeds Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping. We'll be back after a short break.